that I was simping. Because this is what I don't understand about black men. Black men who I don't understand how you don't love black women. I don't understand how you got a problem when somebody stand up for a black woman. I don't understand how you can jump in my comment section and say, oh, you defending that woman and she lying. What I'm defending is that this woman was shot at, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with her lying, ain't got nothing to do with her drinking, ain't got nothing to do with the fight. It got something to do with this woman being shot at. That's what I don't understand. You addressing everything but the woman being shot at. So when the men say, oh, you simping. How? You got a problem with me speaking up for a black woman that was wrong? That's what I don't. You got a problem. You would rather see this. You would rather continue to see this woman get gaslighted over and over and over, laugh at her, pick on her, make slick comments about her. You know why? Because deep down inside, it's something that's going on within you, bro. It is something going on within. I don't care who you are. And I don't just do this on the internet. If I saw you face to face and we were talking, I'd tell every black man the same thing. How in the world you fixing your mouth and saying, oh, but she lied, bro, she lied. Did she get shot at? That's all I want to ask you. Did somebody shoot at her or in her direction? And if you say, and if you will be honest and say yes, my next question would be, was that wrong? Was it wrong? And if you say yes, then what are we talking about? I don't care nothing about no other point you trying to validate, because we all know this. If it was your mama up there, whether they shot at her or in her direction, if it was your mama up there, if Tory didn't do it, what you will be wanting Tory to do? Say who did do it then. Every man on here who love, every man in the world, if you got love for one black woman, and that black woman got wronged, listen to me, if you got love for any black woman on this planet, and that black woman was wronged, even if they were blaming somebody who didn't do it, your response, because of the love you have in you and your current, would be, say who did it then, homie. It ain't got to be the court. It ain't got to be a court. Say who did it then. And if you don't feel like that, that's crazy to me, homie. That is crazy to me if you wouldn't want that. If something happened to my child right now, what's the girl name that passed away over there? Shanquella? Let's use that in comparison right now. Let's say this is a hypothetical, right? We don't know what happened before all of this went on over there. But let's just say the woman didn't pass away. And then it came out, oh, they had an argument over there, this, and that. And then they jumped on and they got to fight. And then they came on back over here, right? It wouldn't have blew up the way it blew up had it just been that. They would have been back and forth. Oh, well, she shouldn't have said this. And then they did that. Oh, it was just a fight. Whatever. What's different about this right here? She was hanging with her homegirls. Hanging with somebody she was messing around with. Majority of people on here, you done been drunk before, got out of your body before, said some of this and said some of that, did this, did that, did blah. It still ain't gonna justify that somebody pulled out a weapon and fired shots either at her or in her direction, homie. Point blank, period. And if you listen to my video, in the video, I'm saying either somebody shot at her or in her direction, homie, whether it was Tory or Kelsey. One thing for sure, two things for certain, ain't nobody denied that some shots was fired. And if you talk about anything else, you ain't straight to me. That's it. And then I'm gonna speak on this part right here for the men who saying I also seen some men who saying that I'm a hypocrite because of the life that I want. Homie, I'm not in the streets no more. I don't condone that type of mentality. I don't condone that mindset. I don't condone criminal behavior. I don't condone the streets. I don't condone us killing one another. I don't condone none of that. So if you thinking as a black man who done been through the system and been in the street, if you thinking I'm finna get on here, oh, she lied, I don't care nothing about none of that, homie. Somebody was shot at, point blank, period. And in the black community, y'all would listen to me. See, that's why, now they celebrities, right? But in the black community, this how people this is how people always end up in them same cycles in the community. You know why? Because then you got people who talk about, oh, he ain't snitching and this and that and this and that. Oh, he beat the charge. Wasn't no DNA on there. Wasn't no this and that. And then the shooter back in your neighborhood. Yeah, that be the problem right there. Now the shooter back in your community. Yeah. Now the shooter, a couple of months done went by, and now the shooter in his head feel like, oh, he could beat the system every time. And then next thing you know, the shooter done shot somebody that you killed to. And now you, oh, I wish this is, no. Remember? Wasn't no DNA on there. It's the same thing with men who be out here taking it, right? Let's talk about that because we can use all kind of comparisons. It's the same thing with men be out here taking it. Had R. Kelly beat that case, right? Had R. Kelly beat the case and came home and continued to do what he was doing, but the same black folks who was supporting it would have came out and said, man, I knew he didn't do that. That he got a not guilty, he free. Then he came out here and then it was your daughter who done it. Guess what? You would be feeling some type of way with you. I can go on and on with comparisons, homie. You claim it. Listen, that's how cycles continue to go on. That don't make sense to me. Then you'll get on here, these people, oh, you a hypocrite, bro. I don't condone that, homie. You think I want somebody out here who make it what? I don't want that out here. These folks is weird to me. I don't understand. Back to the black men, homie. What is your matter? I got a deeper question. What is your problem with black women? That's the real question. What's your vendetta? Since I'm sipping, right? What's your vendetta with black women? What is it, homie? Because it's got to be something. Since they say I'm sipping, I'm gonna go and cut up. I hope your woman watching this video with me. You will lie to your woman. You will put your hands on a woman. You will emotionally abuse your woman. You will cheat on your woman. You will go out here and you will do out. But I get on here and take up for a black woman. I'm simping. Look how we treat them. Look how we treat them though. I mean, let's be honest then. Look how we treat black women. And then you so your mind so warped. Your mind so warped the minute you hear somebody say something positive about a black woman, oh, he tripping. Your brain can't even embrace and comprehend somebody saying something good about a black woman. That's crazy. Your automatic response, oh, they ain't this, they ain't that. You can't trust them because your mind, this is what they done sold into your spirit. They done sold it into your mind and into your heart so much. The minute you hear somebody say something positive about a black woman, oh, he's simping. Because in your mind, you really think they don't deserve nothing. They ain't worth nothing. They the lowest thing on the totem pole. They not equivalent. That's how you feel about them, homie. And get what? You don't even. It's so beyond your mind to understand. You don't even realize that's the Willie Lynch syndrome working in its purest form. That's what they designed it for. That's what they designed. It's so deeply rooted, you can't even understand that you have a hatred for a woman who's the same color of the woman who birthed you. You can't even see it. It's so deeply rooted down within you, homie. That's crazy to me. And then let me tell you. And then look. I went through the comment section and I heard somebody said in the comment section, the scripture don't have nothing to do with this. The scripture got everything to do with anything, family. You didn't understand the post because you already had your mind made up. See, that's another thing about when you're trying to talk to people. You can't converse and come to an understanding whether we agree or disagree because you already got your mind made up. And if you already got your mind made up, what you even come to me for? Because you ain't trying to do nothing but come over here and change my mind. And get what? I can be open to listening to what you got to say. But if your mind already made up, you're not going to be open to listen to what I got to say. So what we conversing about, family? So you jump in the comment section. You jump in the comment section and say what the scripture got to do with it, homie. Not to dismiss that Tory might be experiencing some things or whatever, some trauma, because it can happen both ways. Because I believe he was the shooter, point blank, period. And I'm gonna tell you why before I go any further. I believe he was the shooter because I come from the streets. And when you come from the streets, it's just certain things you know. I don't care what nobody say. It's just certain things you can sit and tell. Man, that boy did that. And that's just where I stand. And that's just where I stand up. I stand on that. But in this situation, it's just like this. People, man, listen, man. The scripture got everything to do with everything. To me, when I watch Megan, this is what was on me and on my spirit. This is a woman who clearly have been experiencing hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit since she been in the industry. I don't care nothing about the people right now who thinking, oh, she lied, oh, she promote hot girl music, she was living a hot girl life, she was doing this and she deserved. We bring stuff like that up on ourselves all the time. So in the video, I was saying, where is the grace and the mercy? Because this the thing right here. It's a lot of women in the comment section who knew that they was in an abusive relationship dealing with somebody they ain't had no business dealing with. And guess what? It was black men out here who was probably willing to protect you. And guess what? You probably lied to them when they asked because you wanted to defend the black man and the abuser that you was with because you didn't want to crash the other black man out. I don't understand how people, they selective when it comes to their memory. Megan said, which I believe this with all my heart, when she said, I didn't want to say that because she already know how they treat. I didn't want to say that right then on the spot because they've been killing black men. She legit for saying that, homie. She legit for when she first went down there, she didn't say nothing because she might have been deep down in her spirit feeling like she was doing the right thing. That's my personal opinion. So you can say what you want to say about me. It is what it is. These people don't be applying in the areas where they relate to the person. You know why? Because people wait to project they hurt, they bitterness, and they hatred through the internet. When they see stuff that they can get in on the comment section, they can't wait to comment. They can't wait to say something negative. They can't wait to call somebody else a liar. They can't wait to call another woman a whore. They can't wait to get in the comment section and call her alcohol. They can't wait to get in the comment section and drag. You know why? Because you don't have to look at you in that moment because everybody dragging this person. And that's how it be happening. But then I look at it and I say, this crazy because in the scripture what I started it with saying this woman got a calling on her life. For the people who don't know, get what? Tory Daddy is a pastor. This man was raised in the church. He know the scripture, he know the word. And then whatever life he chose, that is what it is. But then I'm gonna tell you something. It's so many people out here who you end up in, you go through certain things in life. When use myself for instance, I didn't have to, true enough, I was raised in a certain environment and I lived a certain type of lifestyle. Listen to me. In the industry that she's in, she's got a gift, she's talented, she's smart, she's strong, all of this old stuff, right? But clearly, what I was trying to say was, and encourage was, come on up out of there. Because the prodigal son, what he done, he took his inheritance. It's a lot of us who done took our inheritance and we went out into the world just like the prodigal son. The prodigal son left home. He left his peace. He left his joy. He left his people. He left his protection. He left his shelter. He left where he was going to be straight. And he went out and ventured and lived the life that he wanted to live, that where he chose. When I'm saying it, I'm saying it ain't no way, people ain't going to be able to understand what I'm saying. Because we all done did it. We all done said, you know what, I'm finna go out here and live my best life for a little minute. And then when you get out here, true enough, it was granted to her. She get out here, and what happened with the prodigal son? He ended up in the pig pit. And in the video I posted, I'm saying in her pig pit, which she done been in clearly for a while at this point, maybe this might be the straw that broke the camel back. Maybe this might be the moment where she done saw all of this stuff play out in front of her. They done aired out her dirty laundry in front of her. Her best friend get up there and lie in front of her. Tory, whether he did it or not, what we all know is somebody either shot at this girl or in this girl's direction, and she watching all of this stuff play out right in front of her. This is the same as she lost her mama. She ended up still graduating. They played games with the contract, wouldn't let her put no music out. All of this stuff that this woman continued and continue and continue to endure, and the majority of black people right now want to say, oh, but she lied. What? Why you ain't paying? You not looking close enough, homie. You're not looking close enough. You pointing at one thing. See me, that's why I love the scripture. Because one thing I understand about the scripture, he said we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. So when people come out here and you speak from a carnal lens, I don't speak from a carnal lens. The carnal lens don't do nothing but to continue to be divisive towards us. It don't do nothing but to continue to create destruction amongst us. It don't do nothing but continue to put layers of trauma on us. It don't do nothing but continue to confuse all of us. That's why I don't speak from no carnal lens, homie. The scripture, listen to what I'm going to tell you. The scripture tell you when the Most High speaking, if it don't come to edify, comfort, and encourage you, it's not coming from him. So the minute all the people who jumping on the bandwagon, calling her liars, calling her alcoholic, calling her a whore, calling all the stuff that you saying, what you's doing is you're contributing to the attack of the enemy on this woman's life. And that go for anybody. That's why I said, where is the grace? Where is the mercy? Because everybody who done put their mouth on anybody, not just Megan, not Tory, not Kelsey, not anybody who done put their mouth on somebody from a carnal aspect, guess what? What be measured to what you give out is gonna be measured back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And that's this description. If you don't want to believe that, then keep doing what you're doing. And then when that trouble come knocking on your door, remember you didn't want to show no grace. You didn't want to show no sympathy. You didn't want to show no empathy. Remember when it come to your door, then it is what it is. See, people don't want to do that until it hit home. You don't want to do that until it hit home. In the whole video, what I was doing, I'm trying to encourage somebody who basically in a situation right now where the world is clearly gaslighting this woman. And if anybody say, hold on, go back to the comment right there. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Look, I have no empathy. A lie is a lie. They all lying. That's why I said grace. They all lying, homie. Everybody lying. But one thing we know that is not a lie. To the person who said ain't no empathy for a lie. The Messiah ain't gonna say that I bet the king didn't tell you that when you went before the throne and you asked for forgiveness if you a believer. Huh? Respond to that. You was woman enough to get on here and say ain't no empathy because a lie is a lie. But the scriptures say forgive or don't. If you don't forgive, you won't be forgiven. Come on here and be woman enough to say that again. Okay, if you a believer, how in the world we doing that, homie? I ain't saying it's okay to lie. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, where's the grace? Because you done it before. If you ain't told a lie, you done slept with somebody. You done did something that you need grace for. Was this for the person who said she a liar? I got one question: was she shot at, or did somebody shoot in her direction? That's a yes or no question. We ain't talking about nothing else. Was she shot at or shot in her direction? That's a yes or no. I didn't say who done it. I don't care who done it. Because we all know the two people who was there, they know who done it. That's it. They know who done it. And they sitting up here and they watching this woman's life get put on display, get dragged like this. Her boyfriend done came out and said he embarrassed. Let me get back to the word real quick. Let me talk to you about the pig pit, because there's probably some people on here who in the pig pit and you probably ain't need to understand it's the Most High trying to get you to see something. A lot of people don't understand when that turmoil come in your life, when them trials and tribulations get to hitting in your life, people start exposing and revealing who they are. People that you thought they was your friend, people that you thought was your family, and them folks start doing stuff out of character and moving a certain way, saying things you never thought they would say, doing things you never thought they would do. What you going through is a season of exposure. They trying to get you. He trying to get you to see something, and that's what I was saying about Megan. That's what I was saying. I could turn around and do the same thing when it comes to Tory. But get what? That's because I don't speak from no carnal. I don't speak from no carnal lens. I done been in that cell before, asking for grace and mercy, murder, kidnapping, and robbery, 3 counts of felony murder, sitting in there with an escape charge. You think I'm gonna keep watching TV and keep on praising crime? Do what? I need grace. I need mercy. You know how many times I done stuff I ain't had no business doing? Now I ain't saying by far or justifying, but I'm saying it's so crazy. How in the world are these people just acting like you ain't never told no lie? Huh? How many times you done said you wasn't going back to that man when he put his hands on you? You went back with him and he put his hands on you that same night, and then you didn't go and tell nobody, huh? And then look. How many times you finally decided to say something and then somebody said, man, I don't even believe that. Huh? Do you know how many people out here don't like to speak up because people that the people be looking at them funny? I told my mama I got molested when I was 8 or 9 years old, right? I finally told my mama about it 5 years ago. Guess what she said? Boy, ain't no way she did that to you. I didn't even used to let her come to the house like that. Do you know how that feel? That's gaslighting. Do you know how that feel? You know what that is? That's gaslighting. She probably didn't understand it because guess what she wanted to do? She wanted to defend herself as a parent. I ain't faulting her. I understand. Because what parent want to believe that they allow something like that to happen under their roof? They don't. It's hard to accept. It's shame. It's guilt. So the first thing you want to do is say, ain't no way that happened to you. But imagine how that feel to the person that I know for a fact it happened to me. How you think it feel to Megan, whether Tory or Kelsey did it? She know for a fact somebody shot at her, homie. Point blank, period. And the whole world sit back, oh, she lied about this. She know for a fact she was shot at, homie. That's gaslighting. You don't know how that feel, do you? You don't know how that feel. Wait till it happen to you, though. Wait till it knock on your door. It don't feel good. But back to the prodigal son moment. It's so many people, listen to me, it's so many people who sitting in the pig pit, man, and what you don't understand, that chastisement that you going through, he trying to pull you out so you can see, man, them ain't the people that you need to be running with, man. Them people ain't got your best interest like you think they got like you think they got your best interest. Not only that, I let you go through that season. I let you get around them people. I expose you to that. I let you experience that because it's a lot of people who will never get to understand that side of the world. But if I can let you go through it because you strong enough, because clearly, you know, this the cliche. The Most High let his strongest soldiers go through the hardest battles, right? A lot of people sit back and say, I don't understand why that happened to me. I don't know, but you strong though. You still standing, still got your own though. Went through their relationships, had to start over completely. I watched my mama do it. I watched my mama do it. I watched my mama go with the biggest dope boy in the city, lead this man because he was putting his hands on her and cheating, and start her life over completely. And listen to me, I done saw it. But see, most people don't understand that part of it. I'm trying to get you to see something. Because now I need you to start speaking to people who think that life is glitter and gold over there. I need you to start hollering at these young women that you, at some point, you encourage. I can hold her accountable too. I don't have no problem with that. But don't go trying to hold somebody. Listen to what I'm finna say. Don't try to go holding somebody accountable, but the only thing you doing is tearing them down. No. Let me speak to your spirit first. Let me know I'm here with you. See, that it's about how you communicate. It's about how you talk to somebody. It's your delivery. You think somebody gonna, he said a brother or a sister offended is harder to gain them than a strong tower. If you think you just gonna off the top start, you was lying, you was drinking, you was doing this, you should have never been out there, you should have never been hanging with them people, you was messing with that girl, and then you want to turn around and give her some advice. You think she want to hear that? How many women on here, y'all already know? You think it's a lot of women on here who won't go talk to their daddies for that particular reason right there. You won't even pick up the phone and call your pops because the first thing he gonna say is, I told you, you should have never do boo, 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 boo. He gonna cut up on you. And now you don't feel like you got somebody you can go and talk to. That's what I'm saying. And the people trauma is real. Trauma is real. And then you want to think, man, listen, you'll say something to encourage that person. I can turn around and hold you accountable too, though. Yeah, that music that you've been putting out for years and living off of, yeah, that's dead. All that twerking and telling girls to do this and the hot girls, some of that dead. Because you know why? We watch the Most High put you on display. Sometimes listen to me, you better pay attention to favor in your life. People think favor ain't fair. But guess what? Favor can be painful too. Because the Most High, when the Most High when he know you got that in you, he'll put you to public display, homie. Put you to public display. Now they talking about who you sleeping with. Your boyfriend saying he embarrassed. They calling you a lie. He put you to public display. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes, go read it. It says it's a season. It's a time for everything. It's a time to tear down, and it's also a time to build up. Right now, she's getting tore down. True enough. But guess what? She's strong enough to be built back up. We've watched it. We've watched her career. See, that's why I don't understand these people, man. I don't see no man now. I don't see no men in the comment section now. I don't see no men in the comment section now. And see, that be the thing right there. These men, I'm watching, go look at the comment section on the video, homie. Look at the black men. Oh, you simping, bro. You simping, bro. Bro, you a hypocrite, bro. You a hypocrite. I don't condone no woman being shot at. Black, white, purple, green, pink. I don't care. What? What is you talking about? A man lost his life in 2007. Something I was involved in, even though I didn't pull the trigger. You think I condone that? What? I sit on my mama's swing 3 days after this man lost his life, because they didn't arrest us almost 45 days later. I'm sitting on my mama swing outside. This man child mama pulled up across the street to put gas in his car. He no longer on the earth. She get out, she carrying his child. This man didn't even get to see his child being born. And you think I condone shots being, man, get out of here. What they doing there? Call me what you want to call me. What you won't call me is a liar, dishonest. Man, they go both ways with me. I don't condone that, fam. Man, you tripping. Any black man, and I stand on that. If we get in the room right now with 100 black men, none of them will have an argument about was this woman shot at or shot in her direction. That's it. But she lied. Was she shot at, or was she shot, or somebody shot in her direction? That's a yes or no question, man. And if the answer is yes, the next question is, did she deserve it? And if any black man on this planet or any black woman say yes because of the fight, the alcohol, the friend, man, you tripping. Point blank period. You can say what you want to say. Was she shot at or shot in her direction? And if you say yes, did she deserve it? No. What else we talking about? What else we talking about? Whether it was Kelsey or Tory, both of them know if it wasn't the one, it was the other. And both of them know. And if one of them, and I guarantee you, ain't now one of them been woman or man enough to hit Megan up and say, man, you know what? I was tripping that right. I guarantee it, man. I'll guarantee it. People kill me, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You know, one more thing about the system before I roll, right? Either you want justice or you don't. If y'all think, you know how many black men, watch this right here. You know how many black men and women locked up right now because the system did them an injustice. This is the same system right now. We watch help a black woman and a black man gaslight this woman. And we know for a fact this woman was shot at. And now you're saying that the system is doing right. That's just crazy to me. Either you want a better system or you don't. Either you believing in protecting black women or you don't. Either come on, bro. Like when you picking sides when you want to pick sides, and then they say the scripture ain't got nothing to do. What? Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something else about the scripture, homie. If I don't care what you going through in life, it's something in that word that'll relate to your situation right now. I will guarantee it. And the reason I go to the scripture is because it helps me. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm a believer. It helped me understand before I speak. It helped me apply grace before I speak. It helped me apply mercy before I speak. It helped me apply love before I speak. It helped me understand before I speak. It make me look at, if you say that and then it happened to you, how you gonna feel about it. It helped me look at it and say, if it was your people, how would you describe it? It make me look at things from a spiritual lens, not a carnal lens. It's easy to see people. It's easy to see and understand when people speaking from a carnal lens, homie. And that's because your day ain't came. See, I had mine back in 2007. Yeah, I had my day back in 2007 when I got arrested and I was facing that life sentence. Then I got my freedom in 2017, 10 years later. So it ain't no way I'll just open up my mouth and just start saying things and speaking against certain things. Because one thing y'all may not understand, he said, touch not my anointing. She may be one of them. Listen to me. She may just be one of them. You need to be careful because the word tells you never know when you entertaining an angel. You really don't. See, people don't understand that the gifts of the Most High is irrevocable. It's a lot of people out here who walking, you in your purpose, but you ain't all the way in your purpose yet. It's because you don't understand completely that you really perverted the gift. See, she was able to do what she doing because she just put the gift a little perverted, right? The gift a little perverted. But then when the Most High put you at a public display like it, when he publicly exposed you like it, put you to a public shame, you don't know what that turn around and make people do. Because the minute she start, I'm gonna show you something else the world gonna do to her. If she do, I pray, if she do start speaking up and exposing stuff in the industry after this is over, watch how bad black folks still bash her. I'm telling you, watch. A prophet is without honor in their own country. Watch and see what I tell you. You don't know why people going through what they're going through. What's up, comrade? Comrade, we need to do some content, bro. You don't know why people going through what they going through. You just putting your mouth on them people. It's probably the Most High trying to get your attention. People did you like that once before. You were going through a financial situation and people just watching you struggle. And get what? You watching them watch you struggle and you expected them to help you, didn't you? You thought you could call them people, didn't you? They knew you were calling to ask for help and they ain't answered the phone for you, did they? And when they did that to you, what did it make you do? It made you stronger, didn't it? It made you say, you know what? It made you look at it different, didn't it? Yeah. And now you able to speak from a different perspective, ain't you? Yeah. It's different. It's different. People don't be understanding that though. People just be wanting to speak with hold on, what you just say, my guy? Bet that, comrade. Let's do that, fam. I've been checking you out. But people don't want to do that until they done been through it. And I'm gonna say this before I get ready to roll. I remember it was in 2000. Let me see, I got out in 2017, so this probably was around 2014 when I was in the cell with my dad, right? One of my cousins had got, you know what I'm saying, he got killed. And I remember calling one of my cousins who used to compare me and him all the time. And when I called her, one of the first things she said was, she said, we used to laugh about the stuff y'all used to do. We used to laugh. When you used to come and tell me about dudes that you done robbed and you done did this and you done did that. She said, we used to laugh about it. Listen to what I'm finna tell you. She said, we used to laugh about that stuff. I thought it was funny. She said, but it hit home. She said, boo, I want justice. That's what most people don't look at it like that. Oh, you can laugh about it, call her a liar until it's your mama, sister, cousin, somebody who getting shot at. Oh, you can laugh about it. You can laugh about it until it's your daughter. Oh, you can get in the comment section and drag whoever until it knock on your door. Because then when it happen to you, get what you gonna want? Justice. And get what? And then when you sit back and you watch the world say about your loved one, oh, but they lied, but you watch your loved one tell you over and over and over and over and over, they shot at me. They shot at me. I don't care. I didn't want to say that down there. I didn't want the police to do that. I didn't want, but when your love, they shot at me though. That's all you gonna want. That's all you care about. You don't care about nothing else. You don't care about nothing else. When it's yours, you're gonna want the same thing. You're gonna want the same thing. They shot at me. And it's just weird to me. She said, we used to laugh about that stuff. She said, it hit home. She said, I want justice. I couldn't do nothing but respect it. I'm going to speak on the situation I wanted to speak on about my hometown, right? This just happened not too long ago. One of my class members, listen to what I'm going to tell you. I hope they see this too. Because at this point, man, it's really about exposing truth. One of my classmates got carjacked about 2 weeks ago, right? They jumped out of the car. She had a Hellcat charge, I'm thinking. They jumped out the car, held her at gunpoint. Black people, a black woman. Got out the car, took a car. Kept the car. Been driving the car. Now, she connected, I ain't gonna say the relation. Listen what I'm gonna tell you. She connected to some people that's in the streets. They condone the streets. They condone the rap music. They condone the violence. They condone gun violence. They condone selling drugs. They condone everything about the streets. They condone all of this stuff, homie. It happened to your people. They made a post and say, oh, they found the car. I hope they got lawyer money. How can you condone a street life, have a street mentality, a street mindset, something happened to your people that if it happened to somebody else, you would have laughed about it. Had it been one of your homeboys who pulled up and they be like, dang, where you get that car at? You know, I took it from such. I took it from this girl, snatched out the car. We had a gunpoint. This and that. Get what it would say? Man, you crazy, bro? You crazy? Man, let me drive. Man, you crazy? They would have thought it was funny. But because it was somebody that they know, somebody that they was related to, one of their loved ones, one of their classmates. Oh no. Oh, they need to go to jail for that. They need to go to jail for that. But that's how people be looking at stuff. No. Laugh at your loved one the same way you would have laughed at somebody else had your homeboy snatched them out the car. No. Laugh at her the same way you would have laughed about it if it was your little cousin, the one be around here shooting up folks and doing this and doing that. Laugh about it now. Laugh about that. No, because now you watching your loved one experience something that you applaud. You watch this person cry. You watch the trauma. You watch that this done mess with this person mental. You watch this person now talk about, I need to go get her. Now you watching this person experience this. You see the hurt in this person. Oh, now you want justice. How in the world we ain't looking at this situation like that? Care nothing about no lie. Care nothing about no alcohol. Care nothing about she slept with her home. What? Care nothing about she slept with her homegirl, dude, and this and that. Somebody shot at that girl. And people on here still saying she lying. The question is, was she shot at or did somebody shoot in her direction? That's it. That's it. That's all. And if you disagree with that, something wrong with you. You know what you're doing. Projecting your hurt, projecting your bitterness, projecting your anger, you projecting hatred, all of that. What you gaslighting. I don't think a lot of people understand what gaslighting is. I don't think you do. Gaslighting causes psychological problems, homie. For real. Gaslighting you have no idea what this woman might be thinking or experiencing, homie. Because she's sitting down and she watching, and in her head, just imagine this. How many women on here done dealt with a man? Listen, watch this right here. How many women done dealt with a man? You caught this man red-handed, saw something, knew for a fact, and he talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And before you knew it, whether you said it out loud or not, you started saying to yourself, did he really? You started to question your own reality. How many people done that? You start questioning your own reality. You walk away after it's over with and be like, was I tripping? I know I didn't do too much. I know I wasn't extra. I know he got me. You start questioning your own facts, homie. You start questioning your own facts. This woman wasn't drunk. She wasn't drunk to the point that she didn't hear some gunshots. This is real. She was there. Just imagine watching the world say, you lied, you lied, you lied, you lied, you lied. And you heard, pa, 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 pa. Imagine that, homie. Everybody saying I'm lying and I'm sleeping with somebody. And then your night, and when you lay down at night, you wake up, you hear, pa, pa, pa. She lying. That's trauma, homie. That's gaslighting in its purest form. That's gaslighting, homie. You're trying to distort that person's reality, man. And then on top of that, you try to publicly humiliate this person. You try to publicly humiliate a victim, homie. I don't advocate that. I don't condone that. Anybody want to get on here and defend Tory or Kelsey, you wrong. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm done with it. Follow him. And he's simping. Okay. Yeah, when it's your people, say the same thing. Say the same thing. Or when it's you. Or when it's you, say the same thing. Man, I'm telling y'all they did it, man. That's all you be doing is lying. Just imagine that. Ooh. People already think you a liar, and then you come out and you try to say something. Ooh. People already, man, I don't believe nothing you say. It did something happen to you. Ooh. Man, I'm telling you, man, bro, that ain't, ooh. What up, though? I'm finna roll though, man. You say you been lied on by a woman. Watch this right here. I'm gonna ask you a question, but I'm gonna speak on what you said too, though. They still saying, why lie? You ain't listening. The question is, was she shot? Listen, let me say it to you like this. Was she shot at or shot in her direction? That's the only question I'm asking in this scenario. I don't care nothing about she lied on Gayle King, because her private life ain't got nothing to do with none of us. Nah. And then there's people who saying that do hold up in court because, yeah. Was she shot at or shot in her direction? And if it's a yes, the next question is, did she deserve it? And if you say no, ain't nothing else to talk about. Because anybody who think anybody deserve to be shot at. Now, let me talk to the dude who said he been lied on in court before. I got lied on a couple of months ago. Got the proof. That ain't the conversation I'm having though. I got lied on a couple of months ago. Oh, I know how it feel. I know how it feel when I know a person. I know how that feel too. I know how that feel. But it was a complete lie. It was all fabricated. It was completely made up. This is not completely made up. This is not completely fabricated. We got videos of the night. We got a gun. We got gun residue. We got gun shells. We got a person with glass, whatever it is, want to be in their foot. We got gunshots. We got a witness. This is not a completely lie. It's a difference, homie. It's a difference in, I was lied on. Yeah, I was lied on too. The situation, it never happened. In this situation, what you call a lie, you almost looking at inconsistencies. You look at the inconsistencies. I ain't saying that she didn't lie. But what I'm saying is, what we all know is, they was there. Shots was fired. That's it. In my situation, I don't know what your situation was. If you saying a person lied on you, to me, I'm thinking you saying didn't nothing happen at all. That this person literally fabricated the whole situation. That's different. That's a different conversation. This situation, we can corroborate several different things on it. For the people who just got in here, I'm saying regardless of who shot it, listen, regardless of who shot the gun, this woman is a victim. I don't understand why, and I'm gonna leave it at that. This woman is a victim, regardless of who shot the gun. That's all that matters. What we going back and forth for? It is a regardless. That's crazy. If people don't care nothing about that, that's crazy, man. She the victim. If they would have fought and it ended like that, it is what it is. They had an argument and whatever it is, what it is. The minute somebody pulled that gun out, I don't care what happened before that, she became the victim. You said, oh, these comments, hey, that's what I'm saying. But see, I was just about to say that these folks said Tory a victim. Listen, y'all pay attention to these people too, because they mean what they say. Oh, they mean what they say. They mean what they say, homie. I'm finna put this on YouTube. I gotta ship my books and stuff out. If you ain't wanna get my book, go get the book. I'm finna jump off real quick. I wanna save this video because I don't want somebody. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I'm finna take a piece of it. I'm finna put it on TikTok for all the men who saying I'm a simp and I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on there too. Let's see what they got to say. Y'all hold it down. I'll be back in just a second.